Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from FiTorch. Now this here is their E26, comes in this box. This is an all new, brand new model from them. Now they sent this to me, they wanted me to test and review this light. Let's go ahead and start off with the specs. Bring them up close to you. And as you can see there, 1380 lumens on the highest output. Now if you need more time to read that, go ahead and pause the screen. Otherwise, let's open it up and see what's in. Now this uses a USB magnetic charging cable. That way the light will stay waterproof a lot better. We have one user manual, pretty straightforward. Now this is a complete kit, comes with everything you need. And you've got an Allen wrench as well as one O-ring. And now let's take the light out. As you can see here, you can make it an angle light. That's pretty nice, nice smooth transition from angle light to a regular flashlight. There it is. And here's the charging port. Go ahead and show it to you now. And it does find the sweet spot, so that's good. Here's the two-way clip. Now you can remove it with that tool. See there? And it's got some good resistance on there. Feels pretty heavy duty. Now my understanding, this is a magnetic tail cap, so let me grab a knife. Okay, so let's bring out the knife. And it's strong enough to hold its weight. The battery is in it right now. Feels pretty good. Now this is not a complete flat surface, but it's definitely strong enough for most uses that you will do with it, especially on metal refrigerator or oven or on your vehicle for emergency purposes. There's the power switch right here. As you can see, pretty flush. Put that on your shirt pocket, have a hands-free light, as well as using the magnetic base. So that's a lot of options you can do with this. Now the style and design on this is very nice. Square body, so it's not going to roll around easily. Another benefit, especially if you lay it on your car or something, it's not going to roll off, or a table. Now the machining and finish on this is very nice. Not seeing any issues. Try to get my camera to focus. Nice to have that. That way you have less chances of water getting into your light. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at the smooth reflector. Now this is running the luminous SST40 LED. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take this apart. And here's the springs on the head. And you want to remove this protection piece here from the light. Now we'll go ahead and show you the battery next. Has the built-in USB charging port. This is an 18650, 2600 milliamp. This is a protected cell. Most manufacturers of flashlights will use protected cells with flashlights that charge the batteries for extra protection. Camera's having little issues here. Going to give you plenty of power to run this light. Alright. So now let's show you down inside. Spring is pretty heavy duty down in there as well. So now let's go ahead and put it all back together. And now we're going to go through the UI. The UI is pretty straightforward on this light, which is nice. Turn it on. Comes on in the lowest setting there. Nice combination type beam. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Now if you do want to go to the higher outputs, you want to press and hold to go through those light outputs. And we'll show you the beam here. We'll go up one more light output there. You can see it's a nice combination beam. Centralized hotspot, a lot of bleeding around the edge to the corona and then out to the spill. The spill's got a pretty good cutoff. And these are my favorite type of beams. It kind of fluctuates between manufacturers. If you use a smooth reflector, of course, going to be a little more intense on the hotspot versus a textured one. Some people call it orange peel. And now we're going to press and hold again. It's a lot of light output. Set that somewhere, point it at where you're going to work, especially for emergencies. I might have this in my car. Magnet's pretty strong. And now you can press and hold. It'll go back down through the UI and then back up if you want to do it that way. Or you can do them individually. Now from any level, if you want, double click will get you the highest output. Double click again will get you strobe. and that is a constant rate on the flash. And if you press and hold, it'll go back to the last light output that you had it on, which was the highest output, turbo. So this does have memory mode. Turn it off, turn it back on. Does memorize turbo, so that may be a benefit for some people. Very nice feature. And that's all there is to this light. Pretty straightforward, easy to use. You don't want anything too difficult if you're needing something in an emergency. So let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the FiTorch ER26. So we're going to go ahead and try it out, see how it does. Now it is on. Really low light level on this. Good for up close. I see my car there. So it's good for up close at this light level. Alright, let's go to the next level. See how it does. Alright. Now 35 feet to that water spout from where I'm standing. Faintly making 65 feet. So that's impressive. I'll give you the range with the dead end there. Alright, let's go to the next level here, see how it does. Nice jump. Spill has really come alive. Got some range on it, 138 feet to the tree of life there, as you can see. Nice combination beam. Got a pretty good spill area. And it's faintly making it to the parks across the way there. Playgrounds, that is. I'll show you the beam profile here behind my hand. Nice. And there's the next level. Look at that. Now you can see the playgrounds perfectly over there. 1, 2 distances. The link is in the description. Putting it there in my videos from now on. That way you guys have any issues or don't think that the ranges are, they'll be there for proof. I have no reason to falsify claims on distances. Been doing this too long, and I've always used the same area here right behind my house. So do a before and after here. Kind of give you an idea. All right. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. This thing did really well. 1380 lumens is a lot of lumens. More than enough for what you'll need for most applications Definitely like the fact that you can angle it as well. That's good for if you want to position it at a certain angle. You can kind of change the degree of the angle a little bit there. You don't have to go abrupt like that. You can kind of mount it somewhere and just kind of slowly pivot it up to get that right angle that you want to aim it at, especially for roadside service. Definitely comes in handy if you need to change a tire, work around the house, and you need something hands-free real fast. And you could place it anywhere there's metal. You've got light, and you can aim it to whatever you want, or aim it at the ceiling, kind of give you that wider beam and reflected lighting. And the size of it is nice, even with it extended. Easily fit this in your hand. Definitely like these angle lights. I've got quite a few of them in my collection. This one here is quite impressive. Now the beam on it is impressive. One of my favorite type of beams, combination beam. Second would be flood. Now, I'm not a huge fan of dedicated throwers. Kind of limited on what you can do with them. But when you have the other two types, you can do a lot more with them. Now I want to thank FiTorch for sending me this brand new ER26. Now if this is something you are interested in getting, remember this is a complete kit, comes with everything you need, including that nice little magnetic charging system. I will leave a link down in the description and you can get this light, and that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights from FiTorch to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.